Hi, John here, Moto C. You remember from our last video we sent this tank for a 1983 Yamaha XJ900 off to have it media blasted, to have the rust taken out of the tank, and then to have it relined. And I just wanted to show you kind of, this is the after of having all that work done. So it's now been stripped. It's in this primer. And what we see from the other video that we did before, I thought there was no damage, but there is. There's a dent right here. And then if we go around to this side, you can see there's body damage here. Obviously the fork must have, front forks must have impacted the tank right here. And then another big goober right here. And some smaller ones down here. Another small one right here. But the reason I like to use fuel tank services out of Florida is this tank had been repaired basically with Bondo probably and repainted, and the owner that I bought it from probably didn't know that it was very, very close to leaking, and I can show the evidence of that by just flipping over the tank. We come over here when fuel tanks at their lowest point, you'll get water to collect the tank. So right here you can see the brazing that was done because there were pinhole leaks right here. And then if we flip around to this side, you can see there's brazing that was done here and also over here. So this tank was pretty close to being probably thrown away, and these tanks are so hard to come by. You want to do what you can to resurrect them. There's some body damage here, a little here. Again, all that was hidden by probably 4 or 5 coats of paint. So let's flip this over again. Did a nice little seal job of where the fuel petcock goes and the fuel sending unit, so I'm probably sure they did that in the process of stripping the tank. So we're going to flip that over. Then we're going to try to get a shot for you of the inside of the tank. I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but the lining that they put in it is sealed all up to the cap. You can tell it's had rust because if you see the pitting right along where the seal of the cap goes. So this tank, well, I thought it was pretty damage free. It's obvious that it's going to require much more to get it back in shape. So we've picked our painter. It's Meticulous Motorcycle Painting out of Spokane, Washington. Larry Pearson. He's known in the motorcycle circles for doing just some awesome paint work. So we'll get it sent off to him and it'll really look nice. Now if we go over here, this is a stock tank, still in its colors. This one is obviously not as beat up, but the decals are cracking real bad. This is just probably a knee pad that's been put on there. So anyway, it kind of gives you an idea of what the tanks look like in the stock form, and then when you get one that you have to rebuild and get it all repainted. This one will have to be repainted eventually too. It's getting pretty beat up, the paint, even though in the camera it might look nice. There's a dent here around the cap. All the gas is starting to eat away at the paint. And you never know, this one might even have some leaks down here along the bottom too, some pinhole leaks that are just developing. That's why on these fuel tanks I don't mess around with them. I send them off to professionals that have them done, because if you miss something or they start to rust inside again, it'll take out your carburetors, and carburetors anymore are a $600 to $700 rebuild. So I pay the money, I get it done right. Anyway, just wanted to give you a little video update on the fuel tanks. It's John saying over and out.